The Great Barrier Reef. Is it too late? The Great Barrier Reef is located in the Coral Sea just off the coast of Queensland, Australia. It contains over 2,900 individual reefs and extends over 2,000 kilometres. Here, coral bleaching is a serious issue, which needs to be sorted and managed before the reef is irreparably damaged. Throughout recorded history, there have been 5 major coral extinctions due to environmental change. We have witnessed the average temperature of the ocean rise by 0.7 degrees Celsius in the past century. This caused many species of coral to perish, since they could not keep up with the great rise in sea temperature. When the sea temperatures rise, the zooxanthellae living in their tissues that are relied upon for food are expelled. Since the zooxanthellae themselves are the reason for the various different brightly coloured corals around the world, this results in the corals turning completely white. This is the process of coral bleaching. This issue has been around for many decades, and it is not going away anytime soon. The first mass bleaching of corals first took place in the 1980s. Therefore, this issue has been around and in discussion for over 30 years, and it is still taking place, now more than ever. However, why has the issue increased in the 20th century? Climate change. The 21st century has seen the most temperatural records broken ever in human history. And do you want to hear the worst part? 2/3 of the Great Barrier Reef have been damaged as a result. Coral reefs will soon become extinct. When this happens, during our lifetimes, the whole world will regret their actions. But it will be too late. More greenhouse gases are in our atmosphere than any time previously in recorded history. This huge amount of gas in our atmosphere must go somewhere. Where does it go? It goes into the sea. These greenhouse gases, such as sulfur dioxides and nitrogen oxides, dissolve into the rain, forming nitric acid and sulfuric acid. This is acid rain. When the acid rain reaches the sea, all of the chemicals dramatically affect the habitat and species of the sea. This subsequently affects the chemistry of the ocean. As a result of acid rain, the ocean is 26% more acidic than before the Industrial Revolution. And as the ocean's pH decreases, the corals become unable to absorb the calcium carbonate they require to maintain their skeletons and stony skeletons. These skeletons support corals, therefore the corals consequently dissolve. Have you ever wondered, can corals recover from bleaching? If you have, then I can tell you that the answer is simply, they cannot. When the temperature of the ocean naturally cools down in winter, the corals that have not starved may have the ability to overcome a bleaching event and recover their zooxanthellae. Unfortunately, even if they do survive and recover fully, their reproductive capacity is reduced, therefore resulting in long-term damage to reef systems. Are coral the only species affected by coral bleaching and ocean acidification? Definitely not. Coral bleaching actually disturbs the structure of fish communities. This occurs because the dead or weakened corals are now not sufficient habitats for many small fish. This then leaves them without shelter and other sources of food. This sadly results in many fish dying or being killed by other hungry predators. Ocean acidification also kills many fish species. As they ingest the nitric and sulfuric acids, they consequently then die. The decrease in pH also affects the health of the fish, including their body weight and appetite. In conclusion, both coral bleaching and ocean acidification are disguised killers in our oceans, killers of corals, plants, fish, and mammals. Is it too late for the Great Barrier Reef? Maybe it is. But is it the end? No, it is not. Depending on the changes made by governments around the globe, the Great Barrier Reef and many other coral reefs can be recovered. If no changes are made, then corals will be extinct within the next century. coral reefs becoming extinct will be the beginning of a massive downfall. A downfall resulting in the extinction of humans themselves.